All right, so taking a look here at number 45, we are still simplifying, and we've been given x to the 1/3 raised to the second power over x cubed raised to the 5/3 power. And you'll recall from earlier videos where we talked about a power to a power, we're going to multiply, right? And so in our numerator, we're going to have now x to the, and we have 1/3 times 2/1. Remember, when you multiply fractions, you don't have to worry about a common denominator or anything like that. You just go straight across the numerator, straight across the denominator. So 1 times 2 gives us 2, 3 times 1 gives us 3. And so in our numerator, we now have x to the 2/3 over x to the, well, let's see. Here we have 3/1 times 5/3. And again, just go straight across the numerator, straight across the denominator. 3 times 5 gives us 15 over 1 times 3 gives us 3. So we end up with 15/3. And normally we would reduce that to 5, but because the numerator also has, as its exponent rather, a denominator of 3, we're going to go ahead and leave it just as it is, because now we want to say, all right, are we top heavy or are we bottom heavy? And if you were to, you could either enter in each of these fractions into your calculator to see which one was bigger, 2/3 or 15/3, and you'd find out that 15/3 is larger. And so what we're going to end up doing is subtracting the 2/3 from 15/3, because when we are larger in the denominator, that's what we do, right? We subtract the numerator's power from the denominator's power. So let's see what that ends up being. So we have 15/3 minus 2/3. Recall that when we are adding and subtracting fractions, we need a common denominator. Fortunately, we have that here, as I said, so that denominator can just move over. And now that lets us perform the indicated operation with our numerator. So 15 minus 2 gives us 13. And so when we write our final answer, because we completely cleared our numerator, we have to replace it with a 1 and then over x to the now 13/3. And there we have it, number 45.